Okay, you guys, welcome to marbled eggs or galaxy eggs. That's the egg decorating that we're going to do for Miss Anne's Egg-scelent Egg Extravaganza today. So first we're going to go over all of the ingredients or supplies that you need to make this Egg-scelent egg. This one is the one that has the most ingredients. So I'm going to be talking about them. I'm going to throw kind of an ingredients list up in the corner. So even if you miss it or you forget all the stuff that we're talking about, because this one has kind of a longer list than some of the other ones that we're doing, I want to make sure that you guys can see and remember. So you need eggs, you need food coloring, you're going to need oil. Any oil will work. Use something, because we're doing all of this as food safe so that you can eat these eggs, so make sure it's like an edible oil. Don't use like, baby oil or something. This one is canola oil. Then we have vinegar. This is just regular white distilled vinegar. You can probably use any vinegar if you want to. You need hot water. You need a measuring cup of some sort. You're going to need some kind of like cup kind of situations. So I have clear ones, so it's easier for you guys to see what's going on, but you can use whatever as long as you don't mind there being some food coloring in it. These should all wash out of anything that you have, but just in case, like, don't use your very nicest things if you're worried about that. You can use these kind of cups again, but you're going to kind of need two sets of things because we're going to be doing like dyeing the egg 2 times for these galaxy eggs. So you can also use a bowl, because this one is going to use less dye in it, because you're only going to be filling it halfway, because you're going to have to flip the egg over a couple of times. You're going to need spoons. You're going to need paper towels. And you're going to need some sort of tray or something to hold the eggs while they dry. So the whole ingredient list should be up there. I don't think I forgot anything, but in case I did, it's up there. And so what the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick the colors that you are going to use to make these eggs. And like I said, we're going to be dyeing them 2 times. So we're going to be dyeing them all one color, and then we're going to be dyeing them again a speckled color. I have picked yellow, orange, blue, and pink, because I tried to pick colors that are a little bit lighter or might not show up on the egg quite as dark when we're doing this first dye, because you want the speckly part of the speckled eggs to be darker than this part. So you're going to need 2 different size cups or bowls to dye these eggs. I'm going to use, there's going to be like a bigger one because you're going to have more dye for the first dye of your egg, and then a smaller one for the second when we do the speckle part or the marble part or the star part, if you're thinking about galaxy part of our egg. Start with the bigger cup. You can do more base colors if you want to. I'm only going to do 4. And when you're mixing colors, you have your base colors that can mix into any color, right? You have yellow, blue, and red, which are your, if I could get it out, red are your primary colors that you can mix these all up to make any color that you want to. If you don't want to and you're lucky, you can sometimes go to the store and find different colored liquid food coloring, because remember, we need to do liquid for this one, not gel food coloring. What you need to do first is we need to put a cup of really hot water into each one of these cups that we have. We're going to use our measuring cup to make sure that we have exactly 1 cup in each. This is something you're probably going to want to make sure that a grown-up does, because this is hot water and I don't want anyone to get burned. Cup goes into each of these. Each of these has a cup of really hot water in them, each one of my 4 cups for each one of my 4 colors. I'm also going to put a teaspoon of vinegar in each one of them as well. Here's my teaspoon. I pulled back just a little bit so you could see a little bit easier the cups when I'm holding them up. So now I'm going to put in 3 to 4 drops of food coloring in each one of these cups. So here's the orange. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do the yellow one. I'm going to stir that one up too. Pink. That one a good stir. And blue. I think I'm only going to do 3 of the blue because I think it's going to be pretty dark anyway. 1, 2, 3. I want these base colors to be pretty light. In each one of these cups, I'm going to put 1 egg. I'm going to let it sit for 4 minutes. We're not going to film the whole time. We're going to come back. So we're going to take one of the eggs and gently put it into each one of these colors. Like, don't drop it from high because then you don't want the egg to crack. Okay, we'll see you back here in 4 minutes. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes, so I'm going to start taking them out. Let's start with the pink one. Ooh, look at it. She came out very pretty. And let's look at the blue one. Ooh, very nice. Look at this, very robin's egg light blue. I was glad I didn't do quite as much of drops in that one. Let's see orange. Ooh, look at this orangey one. I'm putting them on my paper towel lined tray, just so that you guys know I did that while I was waiting. Between the eggs, you might want to wipe off your fingers so you don't transfer dye from one to the other one. Get the yellow one out. Very pale yellow. Just for fun, I made a teal one. If you like the color this one comes out, I put 2 drops of blue, 2 drops of green, and a drop of yellow to make this color. So let's see if we like it. Pretty much came out green. Here, I'll show you. I was hoping it would be a little bit more blue. We're going to move this dye out of the way, and I'm going to show you, because we're pretty much done with these cups of dyes right now. And I'm going to show you how to make the marbling effect. I'm going to pick 4 colors again. 4 cups, 4 colors. For the marbling effect as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of your water and just pour a little bit in there. This is the inch of water. We don't want a lot. We just want this little bit of water. Then we're going to take a tablespoon and put a tablespoon of oil into each one of our cups. So can you see the bubbles in the water already? So I'm going to put some colors that I didn't already use, like purple, and we're going to put 6 to 8 drops of color in it now. 5, 6, 7, 8. So now you're going to want to stir it up. I think you want to really stir up your oil colored water until it leaves speckles on your spoon. Okay, these colors are ready to go. I'm going to take the orange egg and I'm going to put it in the red one. And we don't want it, you can see right here, it doesn't go all the way up to the top. And we're going to let this one sit again for 3 to 4 minutes. So for the blue one, I'm going to put it in the purple. For the yellow one, I'm going to put it in the green. The tealy one, I think I'm going to put it in the blue. Let's see what happens. So while we're sitting, and doing it, we're going to take a spoon and we're going to be spooning it over the top. Little pellets of oil that look like this. So that's what we want it to look like. To look all speckly like that. Okay, so after 3 or 4 minutes, your egg should kind of look like this. And you're going to want to flip it over so that you can do the same on the other side. Okay? So keep doing that again for another 3 to 4 minutes. While you're doing this for 3 to 4 minutes, for the second one, if you see it getting to a place where you like how it looks, you can stop there. You can always stop and be done with it and say, oh, I think it looks really good, and you can stop. Or you can keep going. It's up to you. So why does this marble the eggs? Why does this oil kind of make the eggs look marbly? So what it is, remember when we were looking at this spoon before? You can see, like on the eggshells, the oil doesn't let the color stick, so it gets a speckly effect like this. So that's what your eggs should look like. All right, when you've gotten them to where you think you want them, you're going to take them, scoop them out, and put them on your paper lined tray. And then you're going to let them sit for another minute or two to let them kind of like rest all the stuff off. Then you're going to take a piece of paper towel and you're going to wipe them off. So I'm going to show you the reveal, and we're going to talk about some things that Miss Ann learned while she was doing it, so that you make sure that you get the eggs you want. You should not do 4 eggs at the same time. You should do, unless you have 4 people doing stuff at the same time, should be 1 person per egg per color at a time. Yes, make sure that you really stir up your colors in the oil before you put your eggs in there, because otherwise it'll just dye your eggs a different color. So let's do the final reveal. Miss Ann's going to do it in order of the one she likes the most to the one she likes the least. Okay, so here's the first one. This one was pink, and then I put it in blue. And you can see it's sort of, it's very much more marbled than speckled. So this one originally was blue, so you can still see some of the blue spots, but it got kind of covered up by the purple. And it looks mostly purple. Third favorite one. Look at this one, came out really cool. This one's nice and speckly. So this one I think was the green one, and then I put it in blue, and then it got more blue, and then I put it in purple. It came out like that. Now this is, I don't remember which one this one was. Maybe this one was the green one. And then I put it in yellow, and you can see the speckliness of this one. This one is Miss Ann's second favorite one. I think this one came out really cool. Why it wasn't Miss Ann's favorite, even though it has some of Miss Ann's best colors, is that it got kind of like bleached out over here. So there's like an obvious line, but I still like it. But Miss Ann's favorite one is this one. This was the orange, and then I put it in blue. Look how cool that one came out. Like, it's really nice and speckled. I would recommend this one for older kids. This is not going to be as easy for, I would say, 6 and under parents out there, because there's a lot of waiting and you have to like kind of be paying attention and on top of it. Definitely if you want to do it with, but independently, this one is kind of, and if you're not on top of it, the colors kind of get all muddled up, which Miss Ann learned. So marbled eggs, kind of an older one. Tomorrow we're going to do rice eggs, and that one's going to be much better for younger kids, as is the last one we're going to do. And then on Friday we're going to do a close-up of all of these eggs, so that you can see what everybody looked like in the end. Okay? So see you next time. Bye!